Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the VR Master League. My name is NightFiree with 2 E's, and I am here today with a special event. A bit of a community romp, if you will. What we got is a All-Star Round 1. So what we've had this week is, instead of regular season matchups, we are doing an All-Star event, which is roughly 80 people signing up, team captains being picked from each team, and those team captains only allowed to pick 2 players from their team, and then they have to pick the rest of their team from a pool of players that signed up. So there is, I think there's 8 teams that signed up for that we put together for the All-Star event, including subs. And we're kicking it off today with round 1, which means the winning teams here will be playing in the semifinals tomorrow, or this weekend. And then the 2 winners of semifinals face off in the finals for the final event in the All-Star Tournament. Bit of a interesting match, considering the rosters today. We'll be taking a look at it. 8-minute round tactical is Icy Woods, Landon Jordan, Sri Lankan, Hooney Half, Blue Egg, Logical, and Mox. And Marsoc is Not Ready, Plena, Smithy, Will-O-Wisp, Sleepy, Vortex, and the Pink Stingray. So a very diverse pool of players, honestly, in both of these rosters. Teams, players from very high tier teams and low tier, bronze to diamond, all in the same team playing together. It's going to be exciting to see how these matchups shape out. I think it's going to be very chaotic. Should be a goofy time. We're going to have a good time watching it. I think just to kind of kick things off, we're going to jump into not what I wanted. We're going to jump into a pistol duel between the 2 team captains. I'm not sure what happened there. I think they didn't ready up, or I don't know. But we're supposed to have a duel between 2 team captains to determine a pistol duel at that, between 2 team captains to determine who is the home and away team. Bit of a fun sort of back and forth. I think we had issue there on startup though. What we need is both team captains to be in here. We did just also have a hotfix come out for Onward version 1.54 or something like that, and we are patiently awaiting a couple of people to download that version and hop in, I believe. Wood's having a bit of a sound issue in the lobby, so he should be popping back in and facing off against Not Ready. The 2 team captains here. Actually, is that right? Yes, Icy Woods, the team captain of 8-round tactical, and Not Ready, the captain of Marsoc. Definitely not trying to confuse us when Marsoc is on Volk. Definitely not an intentional thing, you can tell by that team, you know. Very thoughtful of them to make this name, create it the way they did. They're really looking out for us. There's also some other really ridiculous names in the All-Star team. A Dead Blazin' SMC Killin' Danglo Chembag. Band of Bruvs. We Were Promised Jetpacks. Harry Houdinis. I mean, there's just a real host of characters in this All-Star event. It should be pretty fun. You'd be tuned into. I think I don't have the rosters on the match page. Just pop over here with a little couple of tunes. Oops, wrong one. That's the one I wanted. As we await both captains readying up. Not ready is ready. Woods is in. Getting their pistol duel on right now. Look at that. We didn't even need it. We just had to hang in there. Perseverance is the key sometimes. Welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, we're kicking off what should be a real barn burner of a competition, a pistols round between Icy Woods and Not Ready. I'm not sure what Blue Egg is doing in here. Maybe he's the referee in the pistol round. Maybe they're doing a duel of some sort. Does seem like he's a bit of a ref. Oh, we're doing this old Western style. I thought we were gonna do.
Alright, let's just stand like across from each other.
Distance for distance.
Okay, that's good. Okay, clear in here. Sure. So I don't think we have it. We keep our gun holstered.
You're not allowed to move, though.
No, we don't move.
Alright.
Ready? You guys go? Ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah, just whenever you shoot yourself.
Hey, the winner, Icy Woods, in the face-off. He went with the two-hand approach, whereas Not Ready going for that one-hand gangster shot. And that is the home team now. We'll have, I think, pick bands if they do so choose. And then we'll be underway into the series. Exciting little event there to kick off the All-Star round one, and I'm glad we tuned in to catch that. You got to get all these. Ooh, yeah. I think we want to exit to menu, right? Maybe they want to play on that one. I think they're. Yes, I do believe. Let me do a quick check here. All right, we do have things sorted, and I think we are hopping in to Suburbia for the first round. You have to give me a quick second here as we load up and load in. I'll be able to determine all the facts. Yes, indeed. It is a Suburbia map that we'll be diving into for our first map of SMC, or wow, SMC Tactical. Jeez. 8-round Tactical versus Marsoc. Again, definitely not a ploy to confuse me by any means. Or you, the audience. I almost named them again, SMC Tactical. 8-round Tactical. That's be ready to rock and roll onto Suburbia in this first bit. Again, going over the rosters, I guess the active rosters. For 8-round Tactical and Suburbia, we have Bluega, Woods, Landon, Jordan, Sri Lankan, and Logical. Pretty strong roster there. And over on Marsoc at the moment, we have Smithy, Vortex Not Ready, and Plenus waiting on their 5th, who I believe may be Pink Stingray. We'll see who ends up going in there. Everybody has been practicing Onward a lot. So it's going to be fun to see some of these higher skilled players playing without their normal squad that they're used to. And we'll see how they're able to kind of mold in and see what just skill and not necessarily teamwork. See how well they're able to rather work as a team without having the ability to practice or play together. A lot of these guys, they've played together in comp lobbies and what have you, but it'll definitely be fun to see these all-star teams face off against each other. We're having some tech difficulties on Marsoc's side. A little hot fix coming out, causing a few bumps in the road. Miffy, who's popped in. We are just popping in. Thanks for waiting around as we sort this out. Waiting on that final Marsoc member to pop in, and actually it's really a Volk. There she is. Pink Stingrays joined the lobby. They'll be filling in the rest of Marsoc's roster. Marsoc will be starting on Volk on Suburbia, 8-round Tactical. I guess we should call them 8-minute round Tactical, because if you call them 8-round Tactical, it sounds like they're calling their roster like they're calling themselves round, you know? 8-round Tactical boys. But it's 8-minute round Tactical. Quite frankly, I think I was about to say, I don't know what we're waiting on. We're not waiting on anything as we pop into round number 1 on Suburbia. 8-minute round Tactical versus Marsoc. Now, callouts in this game are definitely still a... I was wondering what that was too as well. Flare gonna come out, land, and catching out an early push from Not Ready, trying to get up into this forward position in Playground, getting caught out by Landon. I lost my train of thought. What I was going to say. Oh yeah, the callouts are still there, so you know they know carport, they know middle house, they know you know, wood wall. Logical dropping his gun. And so they still are able to have some semblance of coordination, you know. Callouts still definitely there. I would love to see universal callouts come in, you know, just so we can really normalize all the positions. And wow, what a great flash by Woods into that cool backyard. Not really necessary, but good for entry. Sri Lankan's in there, and you can kind of see the disconnect there. Woods still not really aware that Sri Lankan's taken middle house. Logical even still kind of keeping his eye drawn up there onto the second story. There's the confirmation Logical needs. He'll shift his attention back over to the 3 remaining on objective, and they just tucked themselves in. It is a garage door objective, so it's gonna be pretty tough to come in there. Pink Stingray right on top of the objective in the back window. You'll be able to see any potential cappers, and Smithy here waiting. Sees the smokes come out from Logical and uses that opportunity to round. Catches him out and actually pushes in the smokes himself. A nice rotation from Smithy to get on the backside of the 8-round tactical. Sri Lankan, though, crashing in with the shield. He's made it into that front... he's in objective. Sri Lankan is in objective. This is very risky. If he goes pad out, he's going to try and do it. He's going to cap on the corner. Pink hears this. Preps a nade. Detonates the C4, and Sri Lanka's just going to cap right here next to Pink. He's snuck in. An 8-round tactical. They don't need 8 minutes. They need 3 as they get 2 points. Man, he just snuck right through there with the smoke. Very nicely done, and gosh, I love it. Scoreboard's working, everything is in order. Hotfixes coming out pretty frequently as of late from the Onward devs, and hey, I'm not going to complain, man. Whew, that's a heck of a way to kick it off, too. I mean, that was a 2v2 situation there. All Stingray had to do was just sort of peek and check inside objective, but she was so occupied with watching, I think, where they had C4 up in front of her. I think Pink had C4 placed up here, and she was waiting to catch one of those Marsoc pushers in this lane. And, you know, watching diligently through that window to time it right, and just didn't, kind of tunnel visioned. Both of them did, really. I don't know how they didn't either hear those. I mean, the suppressive fire maybe. But to miss those footsteps, to miss him coming in here and then capping right in the doorway. Really nice job from 8-minute round tactical. Dive into round number 2 of this first map. Interesting. The new night vision definitely did get a nerf in daytime, but Plinus not finding that to be too big of a nerf, clearly, as he's opted in to utilize that. And the fast push, a good strategy with the shield. You can kind of keep it waist high and charge in. Look at this. Bluega's pushed in through the smoke up to the center. Defensive position. Smithy's right behind him. Rounds the corner. He saw him out of the corner of his eye. cross through the smoke and 8-minute round tactical into a 4v5. D4 detonated. Over there, tons of nades coming out. Sri Lankan tosses one up and over and catches that out. Icy Woods getting the shield bearer trying to come up the stairs. It gets a double, it looks like, and just like that, Marsoc lose 2. No, he gets 1. Plenus ducked and hit the deck. Vortex over here by APC trying to find some shots out. And Plenus now charging upstairs, does catch Landon Jordan in second story with that shield. Knifes him, matter of fact. Actually, I think he shot him, then knifed him to finish him off. And now Sri Lankan's got a bit of a tall order here. Thought it was downstairs, the trade. Marsoc are into a 2v2. Woods almost getting picked by Vortex here. Nade gets tossed out. Not quite close enough. Oh, no game sound. Do apologize. We'll fix that. I have that muted. You're very right. Alrighty. A 1v2 with one Resable in the 2-story. Audio back. And Pink does toss the smokes out, does manage to push herself back away. We'll be able to utilize these smokes. He has to be careful though. Woods also going to go for a counter push. P90 up and drawn. Does see him, misses the shots. He's going to get inside and get that res. Now's her time. This is actually a very smart rotation. Got to move quickly to utilize the smokes and get up to tank. Now those smokes dissipating. And a shield in the hand of Sri Lankan. It's going to be a tall order for Pink in a 1v3. That's a lot of time though. 2.5 on the clock. Plenty to work with. Island should hear Woods in that 2-story, so that's information. But has to be careful of Logical watching that stair entry. All Pink really, I mean, this is an interesting spot from Logical. All Pink needs to do to get a pick here is just dump some pre-fire rounds into this wood. It's a very common strategy to go through that bush, pump some rounds through here, just to make sure that nobody's defending from this wood spot, because it's very hard to identify somebody peeking through these this wood grate from a distance. Shots go out, she rotates, doesn't get picked up by Logical or the 2-story. Does hear the shield, the push comes out, she backs out and catches Sri Lankan. Stair charge coming in down, how quickly can she reload, tries to round down the Woods and almost able to wrap up the double there. Marsoc losing, matter of fact, an 8-minute round tactical, taking another round going up 3-0. I guess we do have to set the map. Stuff on Suburbia. I don't think we had any pick bands on the day either. Now it is time for Marsoc to defend on Volk. See how that shapes up. Already the 3-0 deficit aiming around tactical looking very good. It did come pretty close there. If Woods had gone down, it would have been into a 1v1. Things now kind of slowing up. We had a quick first 2 rounds. Now maybe they're trying to draw out a half-baked plan as we hop in to round number 3 in this first map.
I was not prepared to start. I wanted no.
Fine, it's only fine. Look, don't worry about it. No pressure.
Yeah, it's for $50 Steam money. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, there is money on the line, people. That's big. That is huge.
We just want to have contractors and all the VRML.
They're here, they're watching.
Good call from Plenus, identifying that early push. Logical comes crashing in, almost gets caught out by Plenus, but has the shield, tries to flick shot him, hits him once, hits him twice. Double shield entry here. Shots trying to come across. They know there's one over on the porch. One goes down. They pick that shield up. Stingray catches the backside of another shield bearer trying to go back up to objective. Little flare for fun. Little fun environment change here in this top story as we
get into a dark and dangerous environment, yeah. Walls covered in blood.
very red atmosphere here around Tactical. Lega comes up the stairs, can't find either, and aiming around Tactical, not getting the entry they wanted, although they did manage to get 5 inside. They just can't seem to get the way up there. They don't have any nades. A well-placed nade here catches both of these guys out easy.
Yep, I'm right upstairs. Can you get me? I'm the only one up here.
Ooh, look at that. Not ready. Shifts around to a position where he can catch them both out, and Marsoc put themselves on the board with a Volk round. Turn that scoreline 3-1 instead of 3-0. Interesting attempted push there. Almost paid off for them, but the dual shield not exactly working out the way it was intended. We have a double header going on. If you head over to the Onward Discord, you should see a multi-stream link posted via Crip, who is casting on Onward Master League 2. And that is the other All-Star matchup for round 1. So the winners from here will be going to the semifinals this weekend, and then those winners, two winners there, face off in the finals for a Steam gift card. Pretty nice. Little prize money on the line here to encourage people to sign up and participate, and kind of, I don't know. Yeah, that was definitely that was cool to see. Aiming around Tactical trying to break that out. I guess now's the time to kind of really try out those wacky strats you've always wanted to put together, but just maybe couldn't get working in full force. You didn't see it, but you heard it. Landon Jordan phoning in to the audience and to me, myself. Very nice of him. Bluega catching out, not ready, trying to come in early from that center entry point. We should have some more trading here as Plinus with the shield out. Spots Icy Woods, tosses a nice nade. I don't think it goes far enough. Should maybe flash, and Plinus thought he had him at least. Vortex rounds the corner, a little trade there, 1-for-1. Shield is down and usable. Landon's going to try and push up here and catch out Vortex, who does duck down just in time. Peeks the corner with the crouch, but Landon patiently waiting, catches him out, and Marsoc into a 2v4 to try and grab this map-winning round. Both Pink and Smithy, all the time in the world to work with here. They do have to make it into this center building where there is 3 stacked up, though. One well-placed nade. Logical won't be able to move in time since he's prone. Bluega may be able to tuck in. Clearing all their angles and ensuring they can push their way up into this middle house. All sorts of potential positions over on the porch or by APC. Landon in a spot they could definitely catch Smithy out here. Once those shots go out, he does peek out. Spots Smithy, not before that C4 blasts him. Bluega comes pushing out behind this smoke, and Pink Stingray is here waiting. Spots Bluega, saw him tuck into that left corner. Draws him out, goes for the trade, and Bluega wins it in that tight corner, and 8-minute round tactical take their map number 1. I definitely think in this matchup I would take 8-minute round tactical.
Willow, are you
Taking
there?
the series. I just think that overall the players, their draft seems to be a little bit stronger. And now we're going to go into Downfall for our second map. Marsoc will be starting on Marsoc. Or 8-minute round tactical on both. I think Marsoc is doing a sub. I believe they're going to be bringing in Will-O-Wisp. For their third. For their fifth, rather. Could be wrong. We'll have to wait and see. Yes, it is indeed Willow who's come in for Marsoc. And we'll be playing on this Downfall map. faded on the round start there as well.
Well, that's okay. Hi, everybody. If you're just tuning in to the Master League, you're in for a barn burner. Marsoc and 8-minute round tactical will be facing off on Downfall for their second map. Who's gonna win? I don't know. I'm just a broadcaster here to bring you quality entertainment. And we're gonna dive right into round number 1 and map number 2 of this All-Star Brawl. Interesting spawn coming out of Marsoc. They're gonna have a tough time approaching the objective. It's gonna be a doozy. And it looks like they're gonna go for a long rotation around the top side of the south of the map. And we're back to Onward Master League Cops. Watch out as these ruffians here are making their approach down onto the poor souls of Volk. Vortex and his vicious pushing abilities have suppressed 8-minute round tactical into a real tough bind. I just hate watching scum win over the hard land of the law, but Smithy has got himself into a devastating position against 8-minute round tactical.
Where's my throat? I can do the other one a lot easier.
I bet I could cast an entire match like this. My throat may be a heaping pile of manure, but by golly, I think it'd be a touch more enjoyable. Over here on the west side, we have somebody daring and bold. Will-O-Wisp has pushed up into a really threatening position. Here on the Camera 8 News Chopper, you can see as he converges onto the objective, giving Marsoc a tough time. But Logical gives him the hard arm of the law and puts him down before he can get close to the objective.
that one gets down into the throat a little bit.
Come back. Come back. Baby, come back.
You're the only one I need. Fresh fire from Vortex up on the hilltop, and 3 minutes left on the clock, and these guys are just pumping down the lead. Aiming around tactical in a position where they're not really going to get hit from that south side. They really just kind of got eyes drawn in on the north. And Sri Lankan is their sole defender here, so if they charge in 3 heavy in the bottom story, they got a chance on the cap.
Back to cops. Vortex has pushed up into a devastating position. Sri Lankan pumps out the lead and puts down not ready, but he has to watch out because these scumbags are coming for the objective. Shots coming out, and just like that, in the chaos, a teammate goes down. Cleanest, the last alive, comes crashing into objective. finding Sri Lankan, but not before he gets taken out himself. Smithy is the last Marsoc. He's pushing in on objective and has the smokes, but the long arm of the law knows what he's up to. Here on the 8 News chopper, you can see as Smithy bounds and vaults over walls, trying to avoid the pursuit. But he's going to have a tough time when he runs into 2 officers waiting for him on objective. He finds one, but not before another converges, and just like that 8-round tactical takes their Volk round.
Great round. Bring that around tactical. Got very close there. No? Really great to see. Diving into round number 2 of this downfall map, aiming around tactical, taking that first one. We'll see how Marsoc responds on their Volk round.
Keep an eye on that area. Watch the mountain.
Big push here for Marsoc going up into these hilltop positions. They'll be looking for that south flank Willow, maybe actually able to catch it up pretty early. Willow does encounter that early aggression at the tank, takes some shots, crouches, and tries to drop back. Will she be dropping back fast enough? Smokes her out. Frag comes in hot on the tail, and yeah, that was a good retreat on her part. She now knows that it's there. Flenis catches out Logical. The only north push there. Willow getting caught out on the hill. Sri Lankan pushing in with the shield in the south ravine. White House position there coming in handy. Sri Lankan using that smoke to push out to the corner, and Smithy should have a decent line of sight here. It should be relatively tough for Sri Lankan to fully block Smithy from that high elevated position. Around with Landon. They know they have to take out Smithy. I don't think they expect Smithy to be on the corner, though, and I think he's got a C4 prepped and waiting for them, or that's a nade that he's going to toss up around the corner. Sri Lankan can't block it. Landing goes down, and just like that, a double on the corner, but a refrag from Icy Woods on the hilltop, and we're into a 2v2. Carnage played before him. Scavenges a knife, it looks like. Shots from Woods. He's really trying to carry his team here into another round point here as Vortex gets the press on the wall, but does catch out Woods, and now we're into a 1v1 with 3 minutes left.
What the fuck?
I think a res did go off on the south side. Woods did get picked up. Vortex does manage this interesting rotation, though, and if he can get up in the 2-story, I think he has a chance of nicely defending this objective. On the rotation, though, he does get spotted out by... No, he doesn't actually. Was just taking some shots into his suspected position. Tries to jam that clip in there. No success. Can't find any mags for his gun, and he is completely out of juice here. Has to scavenge the AK. There he finds a couple of clips available, and puts a fresh one in.
I'm using an enemy weapon.
Like a shield on back side of objective here with Vortex.
About 40% shows the guy near me on the breakfast building or upper dumpster building, depending what you call it. I'm 100% sure.
Will you stop fucking... You stupid shield.
Come do something about it.
No, okay, come around without a shield and I'll kill you. Don't come at me with your shield.
I don't have a shield.
Stop your shield. Hey, you guys have 30 seconds. No, you're not.
You don't know
There's
that.
2 people left. I know you're not capping. There's 2 people left. If I just stay in this little spot. No, go away. Walk away.
Woods is looking for the angle up on the hill. I don't know if Vortex knows he's behind, and the shots there ringing out. 9 seconds left on the clock. He has to stay tucked in. They have to pick him off. 5. He may be able to hold. He's pushing out. Almost gets shot in the back by Woods.
Look, what did I say?
And they win. Vortex holds off 2. And we tie it up 1-1. See the appreciation for my Cops impersonation voice there? Like a, I don't know, does Chris Hansen do Cops? No, world's wildest police video. That's... Who's that guy? John Bonnell. Okay, that's my John Bonnell impression, then, I guess. Yeah, I recognize that guy. World's wildest police. That's better.
And we're back to Onward's wildest.
God, I can't do my voice. It's not. Let's get some water in there.
And we're
It's too It's just a lot of rasp, you know? You gotta throw it on a little rasp. And to throw a little rasp, it's really gets you. But I can do this one all day. But then you're trying to ramp it up to... It's a combination. It's a combination of this one, but then it's a lot harder also. So you have to watch out for the hard... Apologies. Experimenting in this time of technical troubles. And why not now, in this fun, family-friendly environment of the All-Star matchup, where everybody's having a good quality time. A little prize money on the line, and some bragging rights. That's about it. But that's all the community needs. That's all the community's ever needed. That's what's so great about the Onward community. That it's really formed off people that just like playing competitively. They just want to play good people. Want to put their skills to the test at a consistent rate. So that's kind of what the league provides, and why so many people like participating in all its community organized events. As we hop into round number 3 of this downfall match, Marsoc versus 8-minute round tactical. Marsoc on the Marsoc, 8-minute round tactical on Volk. Standard defensive positions coming out here. And a little offense or defensive smoke to allow the rotation from Bluega.
Alright, I'm gonna move buildings.
Pink sending out the suppressive fire. Receiving a little return fire from Landon there on objective building. Wood's also trying to suppress the South Ravine push. Vortex has made his way nicely off Logical, catching Smithy out on the north, or south rather. I think getting picked off over there. South Ravine. I think Vortex is just kind of waiting for Landon to peek his head out the window, but Landon's holding an entirely different angle where that's just not going to be an available line of sight. Vortex takes some shots, does identify his position, but catches out one very quickly with the headshot. Spots Landon there, misses those shots, and Landon dives to the ground to simulate a down. I think. Yeah, I didn't see that on my kill feed, so he is still alive. And just like that, aiming around tactical, definitely a little bit of weaker. Will Vortex be ready for Landon? Peeking that crack, he's not, and Landon shooting through a slice in the wood catches him out. You can see one bullet nicks the wood there too.
Southwest church.
Revive coming in from Not Ready on the north. Definitely bolstering Marsoc's push here. Plinus and Not Ready, two strong shooters, can make a very nice attempt into this attempt onto objective. They have to be ready for Sri Lankan. And that smoke is perfectly positioned. They get real lucky with the way it comes out. Rolls up against the wall, and the smoke just deploys real nicely off of it. That may be a nice kind of strategy to secure the proper smoke direction. Landon sees these smokes come out. Another great smoke direction. Not good enough. The tiny gap exposes Not Ready, and he gets caught out by Landon. It's dropping back. And Pink Stingray's pushed up. And keeps her eyes there. She should see him peek out and out of the corner, but she's not going to spot him. Gets picked up by Landon. Patiently waiting on objective building. Now it's all up to Plinus on the backside. Just the way, like. Landon getting aggressive, coming out, gets picked off by Plinus. He has to stay very low here to avoid getting shot and rotated on his right by Bluega. Sri Lankan rotating into objective room. Does hear the shots. Plinus pushing up a little bit more now. Is he going to be ready for Bluega's position? He'll be exposing himself to very soon. Bluega should spot him out of the corner of the eye. Shots do come in from Plinus. He wins. Well, gets into a trade and came in around tactical, take the round and take the lead 2-1. Hey, and a shout out to Hooney Half for dropping the Twitch Prime sub on Master League 1. Much appreciated, sir. If you're not aware, we have a bit of a social media competition going, or not competition, but raffle going on for a little bit. I'm not sure we have links. I'm sure no one will hear the sound of my voice and put them into the chat. And get over there, follow the Twitter, there's a ton of stuff you can do to get some entries into the raffle. And I know we have quite a few participants already, so you know, little prize offer there for pretty much just doing some easy social media following and a nice sparkly new video game. I mean, yeah. I mean, on top of the prize money, getting the small Steam card being offered for the All-Star winners, us running the giveaway. There's a lot going. We're starting to ramp up the Master League and the sort of giving back to the players / community. Just to sort of kind of encourage more participation. Because it's been great, but we can drive it up even more. And that's what we're trying to do. Experimenting, figuring out new fun ways to get people involved and at the same time encourage growth. So thanks for participating in that if you have. We'll be hopping into round number 4 of this downfall map. Number 2. Already Plinus catching out the spawn by charging up the middle here. I think Landon identified him as well. He crouched down into that divot, using line of sight to block himself from Plinus.
Yeah, north one-story bungalow where my smoke is. He can't see shit.
That is actually a really good smoke denying vision on Bungalow, allowing Landon to push up. Plenus, if he was just peeking his corner, though, could have caught him out, but it's an exposed corner to be checking. Nade up and over just to make sure nobody's pushing him. Shots from the north, Landon and Sri Lankan, as well as Logical on the rooftop, just sort of trying to draw the attention of those defenders to the north side. Although they are heavily stacked here, so I'm not sure if they're going to start to swing Woods and Landon around to the south or not. A lot of just sort of impressive fire coming out of these 8-minute round tactical guys here, just sort of picking and prodding.
Kind of suppressing.
Shots from Plenus. You land on to 1, evening out the evening out to 4v4. Smoke being deployed and walked with there on the north side. Venus having to rotate in near the window. Catches Landon out on the rotation. Unfortunate timing for Landon as he goes down and turns it into a 3v4. Back over to the north side. Plenus also finding Bluega on the south. So it is up to Logical and Sri Lankan. Logical still maintaining his north overwatch position, and Sri Lankan has got that smoke. Or did use that smoke rather to push up here. Almost gets caught out. Does get caught out by Vortex, who just catches his head. And confirm it. An 8-minute round tactical into a 1v4. Try and take this Marsoc round. Logical finds Vortex on the corner. Tries to reload with the smoke grenade. That's not going to work. In a 1v3, so he has some time. I think he can, I don't know, if Plenus holds properly, it's going to be tough to move out of that north position. But I think Plenus might be a little bit too nervous to check these windows. He'd easily be taking out Logical, pushing red truck right now.
Watch my building.
Finally does spot him out on that red truck rotation. I don't know if Logical would have made it though. Not ready, I think, is actually the one that landed the shots from the roof and ties it up 2-2 here on Downfall. Quality matchup so far. A bit of a back and forth. Downfall definitely proving to be a tough one for the non-coordinated teams. It really is just going to come down to kind of poking and prodding. If one of those Marsoc teams can get an early pick, an early advantage, it's still just so hard to push properly. It requires really just coordination. They're going to have to kind of break out some surprise coordination on a Marsoc round, I think, if they want to reverse the Volk trend here. We are diving back into the gameplay.
I'm going straight down that. I'm going straight to the lower red truck.
See if Landon's waving to the crowd. Logical sort of just running out there trying to find a position. Not sure where he wants to post up and defend. Smithy pumping out some suppressive fire, and they're going to send a heavy south push here. Not ready finds. They're actually getting picked off by Logical. Pink being heavily suppressed and just a lot of fire. Logical gets Pink on the corner.
I got 2 dead, 1 helicopter, 1 left the red truck.
Quick res
There's
there
res, the guy
though,
red truck,
and
there's 2 left the red truck.
good comms. Ooh.
There's also 1 north of helicopter.
And Logical's getting a lot of information from this position. He's identified 3. Although they have rotated off that recently called out position and shifted over to the rest of the squad there. Here come the coordinated smokes. Definitely a gap in coverage. Smithy almost getting caught out by that high hilltop position. Shots raining in down on him. He does catch out Icy Woods. Almost takes down Vortex in some crossfire. But Vortex is across. Gotta be ready for that black room. Hilltop position there.
Plenty of time.
Might get a nice line on the Landon and White House. Can't land those shots though. Landon dropping back out of that forward window position. Shots from Vortex, catching Logical there. That's a huge pick. Opens up the south side even more for Marsoc, as they already have 3 across that key position. 1 rotating back around, maybe to just sort of cover, draw some attention up onto the north side. Cleanest there, doing a long rotation. And I think Marsoc are down to 4. I don't think they have 5, like it says on the UI.
I'm going to go and lay down and try and crawl up there because I can't run. One down South Hotel. They're shooting at me. I think it's first floor South Hotel.
Puts the pad up there, draws out a lot of fire. Takes the opportunity between reloads to peek up and look for the shots, but forgets to reload himself and has to duck back down. Nice headshot from Smithy there, just catching him out on the backside. He opens up objective even more. They just keep losing defenders. Key pick from Sri Lankan, denying Smithy access to objective. To a 2v2 as Pink nearly goes down, but Landon susceptible to a flank if Cleanest does rotate properly. He's come all the way around. I can make it fortunate and ID Cleanest here. Shots ring out, though, and Plinus catches him out. Landon, now aware of that position, rotates into the White House to look for him. And it looks like we have the audience from Master League 2 dropping in from that other all-star matchup. I see Trip at least popping in, so I presume that their matchup's over. Landon rotating around. Might catch Plinus out. The cap's coming in, though. Pink Stingray's on objective. She's punching in the code. And Marsoc are going to take the map 4-2. If Pink can punch it in. Landon's crashing in quick. Pink can't get it in. He can't get it. She can't get it in. And Landon saves the round for 8-minute tactical. It was in the palm of their hands. And now Marsoc gonna have to battle it out for another 2 rounds at least to stay into this series. Oh boy, I'm sure Pink's gonna be very upset at me for that call. But you know what? I also can't control the nerves when punching in a code. And they're there, baby, and you can see it. The time, she had all the time in the world. 15 seconds nearly to punch in the code before Landon got her, and I think maybe even maybe even a wrong entry may have occurred there, but either way, close, so close to capping. The perfect play, really, from those two, Plinus and Stingray coming together, and Landon just clutching it. Get those clutch emotes out. Oh yeah, new emotes, by the way. So you might notice them. We have some more incentives for tier 2 and 3 subs, so if you want to get involved and get those additional emotes for a bit of a pricier sub, feel free to do it. Tier 2s, tier 3s, we love them. But we love all subs. Twitch Primes, tier 1s. I love all followers. I love all followers. You can believe that. If you follow the channel, I love you. That's how it works, man. So, you know, if you're looking for husband or whatever, follow the channel. I'll love you. Go from there, I guess, as we dive into round number 6. I can do math. And Steve.
I'm going middle hotel and I'm gonna smoke the shit out of the objective. Yeah, I can get you on that.
Oh, I went to Landon for some caster recognition, and he provides me with nothing. Unbelievable.
We're playing with a bunch of guys that are gonna rush. We're a bunch of animals. We're playing with a bunch of animals. Oh yeah. That's why I'm going upstairs. Dude, my fucking cat.
4 piled up in a center building. I see Woods already drawing some attention there on his position. Luega uses that sort of confusion, draws out Vortex and catches him with a headshot, so he's instead. Like another one went down. Pink really getting risky, rotating around here. The smokes are out. She may be able to sort of nest it. She's tossed out a flash, a touch early onto the corner. Nest. I don't know why I said that. Comes out around, catches 1. A really good hard peek goes around for Landon, gets 2, and Pink clutching it here with shots at her back. Smithy team kills Pink in the chaos. And now we're into a 1v3. Yikes, that's the worst case. Now Smithy back to the enemies, trying to drop back around. Maybe he can catch Woods out here. 2 botched smokes from Woods. Smithy's going to try and utilize that. Comes pushing up. Woods hears it. Shots on the back of him. And that's 8-round tactical. Take the series. Taking that second map 4-2. I'm going to take a quick check. I'm going to see if we're going to be playing the third map, because I don't think we need to. So Give me a quick tech timeout, and we'll be right back. It does look like we are done, considering all things and the way the tournament's structured. Once they have won the series, there's no need to play out the third map. No MMR is decided here, so 8-minute round tactical will be going to our semifinals in the weekend. We'll be facing off the winners of the other round 1 stage teams, and should be exciting. That will definitely be cast here on Master League 1, and if we have any overlap on Master League 2, just like it was today. And I appreciate you guys tuning in and watching the content. Thank you so much for the subs that did come in today. Please participate in the giveaway that we have going on, because, hey, why not? It's free stuff for you. And tune in the rest of this weekend for the rest of the All-Star Tournament, because we're going to be casting it. That's it for me, NightFiree 2Es. Head on over to vrmasterleague.com/onward if you want to get more involved in the league. If you want to sign up for the Twitter, the Twitch, I recommend you do it through the giveaway, all things considered. But either way, if you want to get involved in the league and play in future tournaments and play on a team, maybe be a reservist, that's where you're going to do it. Head on, get involved in the Discord. That's also where a great place to get involved in the league community. And that is going to be all from me here today. My name is NightFiree with 2Es. I hope you enjoyed all the tomfoolery and fun times. More of it the rest of this weekend. And I'll see you later. Bye-bye.